There have been numerous mods that creators have thrown out there adding weapons to the game because, hey, the devs decided they didn't want to have weapons in the game. But now, with this mod, we get a fancier weapon. We get an automatic turret. This is the Alterra turret mod. So the mod is simply called the Alterra turret. However, when you find it on Nexus Mods, it is Subnautica 2.0 Alterra turret. That's just a way to designate that this is for the 2.0 version of the game and not the legacy version of the game. And per the instructions on Nexus Mods, you can simply pick up a peeper to unlock this. After you have unlocked it, you will find it under miscellaneous down towards the bottom, and it requires a titanium ingot and a wiring kit to make. So yes, you can unlock it quickly, but it's going to take a little time to get the supplies you need to actually build it. And what exactly will the Alterra turret target? Let's look at the mod options. In the options under the mods section with Nautilus, you're going to find Alterra turret pretty high up, as mine is pretty much the second one under Nautilus right here. You can see we got a few different options. First, let's talk about the ones that are going to be targeted. So you see we have a variety of creatures here, and these are the ones that are selected by default. So of course, you got your Reaper, you got your Ghost Leviathan, Sea Dragon, the annoying Warpers, and the also annoying Crab Squids. What you don't see is some of the other ones that can be annoying just because they attack you, but are not necessarily that annoying compared to these other ones. But, you know, just for the sake of this, we're going to turn everything on. And then we go back up. We've got turret projectile damage, which you see is set at only 50 ETs, but it will go all the way up to 1,000 ETs. So think of that, if it's 50 points of damage, it goes up to 1,000 points of damage. We'll go right back to the default. You've got projectile speed, which can go up to 20,000 versus the default of 10. Projectile lifetime, so how long the projectile will travel, basically, before it, despawns, fades away. And you see how high we could go with that. So 6 times the range if you want to do that. I wouldn't recommend going too crazy with the projectile lifetime just because that does increase the amount of time the projectile is going to be tracked by the game. So you might see some performance hit from this. Turret fire vision range is set to 200 by default, can go up to 300. Honestly, after you see some of this, I think you're going to probably want to tune it back a little bit. But for now, we're going to leave it default. And then the turret volume is default at 0.8. I'm going to tell you right now, you probably want to turn this down if you build a bunch of these and they are just constantly firing at enemies. Now, let's get some enemies in here. So we'll just start off with a nice Reaper Leviathan. How about that? And there they go. Look at that. Look at them shooting at him. Oh, just beautiful. He won't come back here for quite some time. But you see just how far these projectiles are traveling already, just with the default, how far the range is with the default. Maybe you want to keep it that way if you're, near a Reaper Leviathan. Honestly, to me, I think the default's a little high. And if you just want to use this for some base defense, you want to turn it back down a bit. Plus, I've got 6 turrets here. The pew pew sound definitely would get annoying after a while. Let's spawn in something simple like a bone shark. Now you see how quickly he dies. Just a few hits. He wasn't moving very fast. He got hit quickly and effectively. Now, Mr. Reaper, he's dead, but he did take a bit of time. Part of that is to do with the health difference between them, but it's also a case of how fast they are moving. Because if you get a bone shark moving quickly enough, he's a little harder for them to target at times. Let's spawn the big sea dragon. And just see how quickly they take care of the big dragon. And dead that quickly. That is still on the default damage. And again, I do have 6 turrets here to fire at them, 3 on each side. I went a little overboard. And I went overboard with the turrets because I want to go overboard with the demonstrations. So 20 bone sharks. Look at that. Look, go. All right, see, he got away a little bit. Oh, they got him now. That one, see, he was escaping. He keeps going. So you can see some problems with these being able to move quick enough that the turret projectiles miss if you leave everything at the defaults. Again, you know, that's a nice thing about this mod is there's a lot of customization. If you want to cut off certain things you don't want to be shot at, you want to boost the speed. We'll actually cut the lifetime down a little bit. And I'm going to cut the vision range down to about half. And I'm just going to kill the volume on it, because that pew pew is getting annoying. 10 crab squids. And that took no time at all, really. I mean, if you've got 10 crab squids chasing after you, you've done something very bad to make them angry. 10 Reaper Leviathans. We're going to see how bad this gets. Yeah, you're coming after me, but you're getting blasted. Ah, he's really trying. Yeah, it's just so many shots going everywhere. It's just a war scene down here. And I'm still alive. So, you know, this is such an interesting mod because it kind of highlights how simple it would have been for the devs to have included something like this. It doesn't seem to be that different in terms of already built-in functionality. While I can't say for sure it's built off of the Spotlight, it does have the same kind of rotation as the Spotlight, though a little bit faster. It tracks the aggressive fauna in the game, just like a Spotlight will. And basically the projectile, you can see, you know, the projectile, there's a little bit of kind of a delay in it in some cases. But hey, you know, you're seeing these projectiles going. It's a pretty nice visual when you got a nice big war zone going like I do here. And it's just something that I'm surprised was not included in the game. So, hey, this is, again, the Alterra turret mod. It's easy to get it unlocked. You just have to go get a peeper. It's cheap to build, titanium ingot, wiring kit. You've got a lot of options on this. You don't want to shoot everything. You just want to shoot the stupid Reaper Leviathan near you. Target Reaper, turn everything else off. You want to build in the void and have the ghost Leviathans being run away so you can have a peaceful existence in the void. Turn on the ghost Leviathan. Kick up the projectile damage and the speed and let it go. Keep the area clear, safe, and friendly for you.